I really do want to start playing more golf when we can.
Would you join a club again?
Well, Marriott are very kindly let us use it here.
Oh, yeah.
I do like it here. But the only thing with here is, it's about 25 minutes away from my house, which is easily commutable.
It's working it for you.
It feels a bit, well, it does, but that's what I don't think that in a bad way, because obviously, it's just like for me, 3 or 4 times a week. I don't know if I want to spend a weekend here, as good as the course is. But also, it's not even like we work inside, we work on the golf course, don't we? I don't know, maybe in the future, the next 5 years or so, I might join, possibly, one of the really fresh links courses on the coast.
Yeah.
Because I'm not far from all that kind of stuff.
Not at all, you're really close.
Your Birkdales, your S&As, your Hillsides, West Lancs.
Like if you were from Hillside, what, like 25 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. You know, weirdly though, I know it's a totally different kettle of fish, but I'm only about 20 minutes from the Mere.
Yeah.
But it's just, for how much those places cost and how much I play, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But if I got properly back into it, I would debate it.
And what are you doing it for?
I like...
Get a handicap?
Bit of that, but I think less of that I'm happy about, because I've realised now that that's not the be all and end all. I just like playing golf.
Yeah.
Do you remember a couple of years ago I was doing it 9 before 9?
Yeah, God, you were.
So I played 9 holes before 9 o'clock and then go to work. And I really got into it, I loved it.
It is getting lighter in the morning already as well. It's like 7 o'clock, it's getting lighter.
There's a man on his bike here he's off his bike doing laps around the tee. That's fair enough.
Do you think golf should be shut right now?
Do I do? Well, so, 2 schools of thought. Are 2 people, if that's what it would be, out on the golf course, is it any different to 2 people walking on a walk, which is allowed? Possibly not.
Oh, yeah.
It's just more the fact that at the minute the message still is stay at home, unless it's essential travel, isn't it? So is it essential to be playing golf? Possibly not. And then it's like, this is super hypothetical, but if there's more cars on the road, is going to be more accidents, which then leads to the NHS being busier. Yeah. I know all that's not really the case, but
it's hard to measure, but still.
It is. I don't know. I think, and then where'd you draw the line at? I know like, fishing's allowed at the minute.
Yeah.
Well, why is that allowed and not golf? But then it's like, well, if golf's allowed, why is tennis not allowed, for example? And if tennis is not allowed, well, I don't know. So it's.
I do think
it's hard, isn't it?
If you put a blanket cover on outdoor individual sports, you can make it work.
Yeah.
Because you can't even just put outdoor sports on, because then football will be allowed. And I'm not sure 22 people running around the field touching each other is the best thing. If it's an individual sport, I mean, we're in like a work bubble kind of anyway, so we work together so we can, we can be a little bit more easy with it. We don't have to be as quite as over the top, if that's the right wording or whatever, but it's like, I think it should be open personally. I just think you could limit it to 2 people to 1 person. Go out on your own and play or something, or have 5-minute intervals and play on your own, or whatever it may be. But you're you're right, it's the amount of people that are coming to the golf course is probably the biggest
I think
concern.
it's just for me, and again, I'm not pro or against it. I think it's just the fact that at the minute the message is maybe stay at home unless you can't work from home. So then it would blur the lines. But actually, you can go and play golf. And that's what you say about fishing. It's a bit like, why can you go and fish at the minute if you're going to be staying at home? So I don't know. But hopefully, from what they're saying in the newspapers, etc., they want the schools to be back in March. 8th of March is it. And after that, they're going to look at possibly like golf. So we'll see.
I must admit that a lot of people listening will be doing this as well. Like, homeschooling is bloody hard. Like,
oh God, I can imagine. Well, I can't imagine really.
Obviously, I've got 3 kids. I mean, my wife does an amazing job. She used to be a school teacher, but she'd rather teach 30 strangers than our 3 at the moment. Well, actually, only 2 of them are in education. The little boy's still too young, but they're not enjoying it. Like, it's all on Teams. It's all done, electronically. It's not the best learning environment in the world, and it's a lot. Like, they're doing like 4 or 5 hours a day. And I know they'd be doing more in school, but in school it's more interactive. Like, this is 4 or 5 hours, either worksheets or laptops or whatever it may be. So I think in the UK, a lot of parents listening to the podcast will relate to how tough that's been at the moment. Homeschooling's been a pain in the arse. I've been taking them in the garage a few times doing PE, letting them do golf.
Someone started working out recently, now become a PE teacher now.
I'm not sure which one of my kids is going to take golf most, get into it most. Ivy, my eldest, has been the standout at the moment who's shown the most interest. It'll be interesting to see if my youngest daughter or my son kind of really picks up on it. I think they'll all be involved, and I'm not one bit like after watching that Tiger documentary, I'm certainly not going to Earl Woods them and force them into it.
But you know what's weird with golf though? Like, I kind of grew up with golf, but equally, I can understand how as a youngster, if your parents play, you could either fall in love with it naturally and it always becomes second nature, or hate it.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, you walk around the field hitting a ball with a stick, aren't you really?
Yeah.
Like, that either excites you or it doesn't. And I think, obviously kids should all, if they have the option, have a try, because I think it does give you a lot of valuable life lessons, golf, I would say. I think it does make you be very honest and stuff, and manners, and a lot of the time you can converse with adults a lot better, and as your junior organiser, the club pro, the manager of the golf club, the bar staff, etc. From an early age.
The elder members that you play with.
Exactly, all that kind of stuff. But equally, even as I've got older, I've started to get bored of 18 holes.
Yeah.
Like, it's long, isn't it?
It's long. When we're only walking it today, it's pretty long.
But then equally, on the other side of the coin, I challenge anybody to, so imagine if you've got Tiger Woods on the 18th at Augusta with a 6-foot putt, and if he holds it, he's won. If he missed it, he's not. That's exciting, isn't it? You can't not get excited by that. But it's just that it takes 4 days to get to that point. So it's a hard one, isn't it?
How are you finding the walk so far?